Hello friends, today I'm going to tell you about the topic that is electricity. So why we need to study electricity? So I will say that it is the most important and desirous things in modern days, and we can't even imagine our life without electricity. So what is electricity? Electricity is the flow of electrical power and charges, and it is the secondary source of energy which we get from the conversion of primary source of energy like coal, natural oil, nuclear power and other natural sources which are called primary sources. Like in thermal power plant we use coal as a fossil fuel. So by using this coal we convert this primary source of energy into the secondary source of energy. By using this coal we get electrical energy. So here coal act as a primary source of energy and electrical energy act as a secondary source of energy. One of the most important term under this electricity chapter is electric current. So electric current is the what is the definition of electric current? What is current basically? So current is the rate of flow of charges. We can say that how much current flow in a particular time, like in 1 second how much charges is flow in 1 second, how much charges flow in 2 seconds. So so current is the flow of charges in a particular time. So one question is arise in our mind, like why current flow in conductor? Why does a current flow in a conductor whereas an insulator don't? So what is first question arise, what is conductor? Conductor always allow electricity to pass through itself, like our human body is also act as a conductor. When we touch any electrical device, so we may get electric shock. Why? Because our bodies also act as a conductor. Why our bodies act as a conductor? Because in conductor,
Start.
so I will explain conductor by using this diagram. You can see here metal ions, these are the metal ions, and these red dots indicates free electrons from outer shell of metal atom. So why we call it free electrons? Because these free electrons can move freely within this structure and they can move from one atom to another. So due to this freely movement of electrons or freely movement of charges, we get current. Okay, so conductor we have free electrons. They start moving from one atom to another, and this flow of electrons is called as electric current. You can see here this is the atomic structure of aluminium. In this atomic structure we have 13 electrons, and each divide in each different shells. So in outer, that is valence shell, in valence shell we have 3 electrons in the outermost shell of the electrons. Because these are at the outermost shell of the electrons, they are not as so much attracted by these nucleus. They can move freely from one atom to another. So these valence electrons can move freely from one atom to another, and due to this freely movement of electrons we get electric current. Or due to this freely movement of electrons or charges, electric current can pass through the conductors. Now the example of insulator, you can see here in this diagram. What is insulator? Insulator does not allow current to pass through itself. Why? Because in this structure you can see all electrons are bound to each other. There is no free electron here. So due to this boundation of electrons, there is no flow of charges, and there is no flow of current. So these are the property of the insulator. It resists the flow of electricity, contains atom with bound electrons. Bound electrons will not leave their orbit around the nucleus. Plastic, rubbers and ceramic are the good insulators. An example of insulator, like most of the electricians use rubber gloves. So why they use rubber gloves? Because rubber acts as an insulator and it does not pass electrons through. It does not pass current through itself. So due to this property of the rubber, electricians use it during their electric work. Okay. So now there are some important terms related to current are like first is the definition of the current. Important term related to current is first is its definition. You should know about the definition of the current. What is the definition of the current? I already told you the rate of flow of charges is called current. Second is its formula. So its formula is I equals to Q divided by T. Here I is current, Q is charges and T is time. Current is denoted by I and charges is denoted by Q and time is denoted by T. So here I equals to Q divided by T. Third is SI unit of current. What is the SI unit of current? That is ampere. So current we can write it like I equals to C by S, because SI unit of charge is coulomb and SI unit of time is second. So you can write it current equals to C upon S and it is denoted by ampere. So why it is denoted by ampere? Because the scientist who came up with the electric current is Andre Marie Ampere. So due to the name of that scientist we call it ampere. One is defined 1 ampere. So students, you don't need to cram the definition of 1 ampere. You can learn it by using this formula. First, what you have to do, you have to write the formula of the current. You know the formula of the current? I equals to Q divided by T. So what is Q here? Then you have to write the SI unit of these all terms like I. SI unit of I is ampere, SI unit of Q is coulombs and SI unit of time is second. So first you have to put 1 here. Okay. Then you have to put these formula into statement. So how you can convert it into this statement? Like 1 ampere is said to be that current when 1 coulomb of charges flow in 1 second. So simply you have to convert this formula into a definition. You don't need to cram it. Okay. Again I repeat. 1 ampere is said to be that current when 1 coulomb of charge flow in 1 second. Simple. Okay. So current is defined by the ampere. So ampere, small quantities of current are expressed in milliampere and microampere. So 1 milliampere equals to 10 raised to power 3 ampere and 1 microampere equals to 10 raised to power 6 minus 6 ampere. 1 milliampere equals to 10 raised to power 1 milliampere equals to 10 raised to power 3 ampere and 1 microampere equals to 10 raised to power minus 6 ampere. So these are the two small quantities of current. Now an instrument which is used to measure current is called ammeter. Ammeter always connected in series in a circuit. I will show you here. In this circuit you can see A, this is denoted by A, this is ammeter here. So we always connect this ammeter in series in a circuit through which current is to be measured. Okay. This is all over about the electric current. Thank you.